Today we are going to create a MCU application with drag and drop grid view. So this is the application which you're seeing on the screen. This has some tiles or the movie posters of the MCU Marvel Cinematic Universe. So the main feature of this application is that we can drag and change the position of this grid view. So if I click on this Avenger Endgame movie and I can drag on this Deadpool one, so they're going to shift. So this is what we are going to create in our today's application, a drag and drop grid view. I hope you guys are excited to learn this feature of grid view. Without much ado, let's get started. Let's start. Let me first tell you what I've done till now. I've just created a normal project. I have added a drag and drop grid view dependency in our pubspec.yaml file, which we will get in our pub.dev from drag and drop grid view 1.0.8. You just have to copy it from here and paste it below Cupertino icons. I've also created a images folder in the root of our MCU application where all the images are present which we are going to use, and I've also added the images folder in our pubspec.yaml file over here. Make sure that the indentation is 4 and 2. So let's get started. I have played this application for you to check that this is a stock Flutter template application. I will go into our lib folder main.dart. I am going to delete everything from here, and now let's get started. First we will create the void main function like we do always. Our void main function is a function where the entire application runs. This is the starting point of our application. So make sure by this time you should know how to create a void main function. Now we are going to call a run app function inside our void main function. Now if you see that a run app needs a widget. Now let us give a widget, a stateless widget. I'm going to call this MCU, mostly the name of the application which we give, MCU. This will be a material app. And the home directory, I'm going to create a new file in our lib folder called as home screen, which will be a stateful widget. Now these errors are because we haven't imported material file. So I'm going to hit option enter, alt enter, and import material. So now we have this material file over here. I'm going to remove container and give scaffold. Coming back to main.dart file, I'm going to give a home, our home screen which we have created over here. So the error has been gone from our main.dart file. Let's come back to the home screen. Now over here we will be doing all the coding to create a drag and drop MCU application where all the posters and pictures of the MCU movies, the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, will be present. Okay, so first of all, let us create a list of all the images which we will be needing. So I will create a list, will be string, and it will have all the images. Okay, so I will give so this is a string. Now I'll give name of all the images that we have in a folder to our list of images. Okay, so let's get started over here. Okay, we are done with creating a list of all the images over here. The string contains a list contains a string type of all the images, which is just part of all the images that we are going to show into our application. Once that part is done, let us come back into our scaffold and create an app bar, an application bar, which will give a bit title, text widget, where I will just write MCU and background color will be black. Let us just check the application. MCU black, done. The background color of the scaffold will also be black. And now let's come back to our main coding. Now here is the body where we'll be creating a drag and drop grid view. So let's take center first. If we'll check our drag and drop grid view over here, they have given a small explanation of all the things that we are going to need and going to use. This is an example one, drag and drop grid view. These have created the list string image URIs, but we are going to use images from our assets. And in the body we have taken center, then drag and drop grid view, we are going to do the same thing, child, drag and drop grid view. Okay, now a drag and drop grid view takes few of the customary functions, or say few of the customary parameters that we have to give them. One of them is on will accept. This function takes two parameters inside, old index and new index. So what this function does is, on will accept, the tiles or the grid view which we are going to move depends on this function. Like if we give true, then all the grids that are in all the tiles that are in the grid will move, but if we give false, none of them will move. And we can create a logic here, like for example, if we want only the even number to move, only the odd number to move, so we can give all the logic over here. For starting purpose, let us return true over here, so that all the tiles inside our grid view, inside a draggable grid view, are able to move or able to drag from one place to another. Then the second, give item count. The item count will be images.length, how many grids or how many tiles we want inside our grid view. Okay, now we will also need an item builder. So the item builder will take a context and an index, and which will return a layout builder. Okay, we are going to return a layout builder. This layout builder will also take a context and const. Okay, it will take context and constraints. Okay, so decide how much the size and everything should be. So if, okay, now we will need to create a variable set. Okay, so I'm going to take on top, we are going to create over here a variable set which will be 0. Okay, so int variable ple set is equal to 0. Now as we are on the top, we are going to need a scroll controller. So I am going to create a scroll controller with the name of scroll controller. Okay, so we are going to create if variable set is equal to 0, height. We're going to need height, so I'm going to create two more variables where we will use height and width. So double height, double width. We are not going to initialize them. We are just going to initialize them. We are not going to declare them. Then height is equal to constraints dot max height, so that we'll get the maximum height, and width will be same, is equal to constraints dot max width, and we are going to return a grid title. The titles which we will need inside our grid, we are going to return them. Okay, so child, first we are going to need a container. Okay, we are going to need a container. Okay, first we are going to need a container which will have our MCU tiles, the poster of the movies. Okay, and I'm going to give width is equal to width. Okay, mind my spelling, width. So let me just change this spelling. Okay, done. So width is equal to width So this is the width of a container. Okay, now we will give a decoration and box decoration image, decoration image, asset image, and inside this image we are going to take the images from our index. So $sign images with our index. Let us hit the play button. There is an error over here. Layout builder collet, done. Let us hit the play button and let's see what we have over here. Okay, we have to give grid delegate. Okay, so let's come back on top over here. Okay, so controller, we have created a scroll controller and grid delegate will be sliver grid delegate with fixed cross axis count. Why? Because our cross axis count will be fixed. So now what is a cross axis count? We want our grid to be divided into two columns. So the count will be 2, and I want my child aspect ratio to be 3.3 divided by 4.7. Now how did I come to this number? It was trial and error. You can play with this number for the images to take place. I'll hit the play button again and you can see over here. Okay, we have got our grid view. Okay, X-Man. Okay, now grid was completely loaded, but right now our drag and drop view is not working. Why? Because we haven't done on reorder function, which is one of the most important function. Okay, so let us get started with our on reorder, where we will write the logic of our drag and drop grid view. Okay, so first let us create two indexes in our on reorder function, where we will take the index of first item and the index of second item. Okay, so we create int index of first item is equal to, now we want the index of first item to be the index of images of old index. Okay, the old index. So images dot index of images old index. So this is how we are getting the integer or the int value of first item. Now second will be the int value of index of second item is equal to images same index of images new index. So this is how we get first item, this is how we get second item. Now when you move or when you drag the title from a grid view, there will be two cases. First case will be when you drag a lower index title with the higher index title. Means let's say the index of Ant-Man over here is 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and ahead. So when you move Ant-Man with Deadpool, you will be moving the tile of a lower index value to the higher index value. And this is our one case. And the second case will be is when you are moving a higher index value tile with a lower index value tile. So for again, when you want to move a Doctor Strange with Ant-Man. So these are the two conditions or two parameters that we have to take in account when we create this logic. So first one, if okay, index of first item is greater than index of second item. So index of first item is greater. Our first item, if we check, is of old index. So when we are moving the old index, so when the index of our previous image is greater, means this is the time when we will be moving Thor to, let's say, anything above it. Okay, so this is where our logic will work, and the else part, this is the else part. So let us start our logic. We will create a for loop for integer I is equal to images dot index of what we can do is we can straight away take index of first item. I is equal to where I can take I is equal to index of first item, because this and this is the same. Okay, so let's get started. We are going to create a for loop for integer I is equal to images index of images old index I is greater than images dot index images new index and I minus minus. So this is the starting point of the for loop. This is the condition given, and if this condition matches, I will decrement its value. So I will reduce its value. Okay, the value of I will decrease, and over here we are going to create a variable where we will store the temporary image value. Okay, where we will store the temporary image value, which will be images I minus 1, because we are going into the decrement value. We are coming from a higher index value to the lower index value. Images I minus 1 is equal to images I, and images I is equal to temp. Why it is saying undefined? Now this completely should be wrapped into our for loop. Yeah. And now the else part. For int I is equal to images dot index of images old index where I is greater than images dot index of images new index. Now okay, now this is the way around when we are going to move a lower index to the higher index. We are going to give I plus plus. Let's come inside our for loop block where temp is equal to images I plus 1 images I plus 1 is equal to images I and images I is equal to temp. This is what will happen when our index of the lower tile is moving to the index of the higher tile. And I will give Control S, or let's say I'll just hit a play button. Yeah, I forgot to add this variable set plus plus. So yeah, now if I move Doctor Strange to Ant-Man, it moved. If I move Thor to Spider-Man, it moved. They reordered. Ant-Man. A little bit of decoration to our boxes. So this is our image decoration, box decoration. I'm going to give color. Sorry, I have to be in box decoration. So color will be black. Okay, I am going to give a small shadow. Array of box shadow, and the color will be white with opacity 0.2. With 0.2, offset will be 0 0 because I don't need any offset. I want the border from all the sides, and blur radius will be 1.0 and spread radius will be 3. Let me hit Control S. Okay, this is what we have got, and I will also give a bit curved edges to our tiles. So border radius dot all radius dot circular 10.0. Now if I hit Control S, okay, there we have got a bit of curved radius, and there are two stuck to each other. So I'll just come on top of our container, and I'm going to give a padding and Control S. Done. So yes, this is how it looks at the end. So if I'll hold, I can. Okay, so let's check our application final. We have the MCU title over here. We have all the tiles of our application completely done. Nice padding, nice cards. If and yes, our tiles are moving. We can drag and drop our grid view. Everything is working completely fine. Done.